All right, you were watching live from Mumbai as RBI's Governor Sanjay Malhotra announced the outcome of its first policy review of the new financial year. He said the global economic outlook is fast changing, and he said that the Indian economy has made steady progress towards the goal of price stability and sustained growth. He announced RBI MPC voted unanimously for repo rate to be reduced by 25 basis points to 6% to be effective immediately. Also, the RBI MPC reduced STF rate to 5.75% and MSF rate to 6.25%. Well, the governor also said that on the inflation front, a sharper than expected decline in food prices has provided some relief, but risk from global uncertainty and weather disruptions remain. He also said that the MPC highlighted that inflation is currently below the target, largely due to the significant drop in the food prices, and there has been a notable improvement in the inflation outlook, he said, with increased confidence that inflation will align with the 4% target within the next 12 months. Also, he said that MPC is considering only two options, status quo or rate cuts, and saying RBI MPC decided to change stance from neutral to accommodative. As per the RBI governor, slowdown in the global growth could entail in softening of commodity and crude oil prices also. And he also said that the dent on the global growth due to trade friction will impede domestic growth also. Higher tariffs shall have a negative impact on net exports. And regarding the GDP, RBI governor said that the RBI forecast GDP growth in Q1 at 6.5%, Q2 at 6.7%, Q3 at 6.6% and Q4 at 6.3%, with risks evenly balanced. Also, RBI governor said that growth projections have been revised downwards by 20 basis points due to policy trade uncertainties. And he also mentioned that manufacturing activity is showing signs of revival and merchandise exports will be weighed down due to global uncertainties, while service exports will continue to be resilient. Also, merchandise exports will be weighed down due to global uncertainties, while services exports will continue to be resilient. FDI has been strong last year, he said, and reflecting India's strong macro fundamentals. Also, the governor said that outlook for food inflation has turned decisively positive, and the inflation projections for financial year 26 has been projected at 4% as against 4.2% forecasted in February. Also, the governor said that RBI is committed to provide enough liquidity in the system, and the financial soundness of the banking system, he said, is robust right now. RBI governor announced 6 additional measures. 1, proposed to enable securitization of stressed assets. 2nd, guidelines on co-lending to be extended to all regulated entities on all loans. 3rdly, regulations for loans against collateral against gold. And 4thly, comprehensive guidelines on partial credit enhancement by regulated entities. And he said that RBI remains focused and agile for the economy. And for more on this, we have Shama Mishra joining us from Mumbai. Well, Shama, how does the monetary policy announcement right now align with the growth projections, especially in the context of the new US tariffs?
Well, Lepakshi, for starters, it was on expected lines, and a large part of the market, a large part of the industry was also expecting that this could be the governor's second rate cut, and it was delivered on expected lines. So now it stands at 6% because more 0.25 basis point rate cut we have seen. Apart from that, it was also expected that in the stance, the Reserve Bank of India will make a change, and now from neutral, it's been done to accommodative. Now, if you've heard the governor's statement, Lepakshi, you know, a lot of times the governor has used the word uncertainties, and throughout the statement, we have got a sense that the Trump tariffs, the US tariffs, has really impacted the entire world, and the ripples of these effects would definitely come towards India, and this particular mention has been done in the governor's statement as well. However, he has been, time and again, he has been emphasizing in his speech that the services export sector of India is robust, and also the external macroeconomic, India's macroeconomic economics are also robust. So there's a silver lining over there. Also, the inflation which has remained in RBI's biggest headache is also in the comfortable range, and also now that they are assuming a normal monsoon, which will be coming from June, starting from June onwards, late June onwards, assuming a normal monsoon, it is expected that the inflation will be under the comfortable range of RBI, and the projection over there has been done at 4% for the year FY25-26, and throughout the year for Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, it's in the 3.6, 3.9%, but for the Q4, it's 4.4%, so that is slightly higher. So going forward, we can expect that the inflation is, is assumed to rise according to RBI. Also, on the growth projection, RBI has mentioned that a 6.5%, 6.7% increase or GDP rate would be projected for FY25-26. So that's there. India is set to grow from about 6.5%. All these factors over here, Lipakshi, will have to keep in consideration how the exports are panning, because this particular Trump tariff issue is going to be a headache, and like other countries are saying that they will be retaliating, and we've had an example of China, how China has put another one of their higher tariffs on US. This could lead to trade wars, and that is what the fear is of the markets world over. One thing that the markets don't like is uncertainty, and it is exactly what is the world facing right now. And even if you see our Indian markets, yesterday it was trading in green, but today again it's trading in red, again it's gone down.
Right.
So both Sensex and Nifty 50 is down by 0.50 points, so it's like a 0.5% down, and we can expect that this particular trend would remain to do so, because we were expecting that after the RBI's decision there would be a positive impact on the markets, but it has not happened so far. So yes, it's a wait and watch situation for the markets, but yes, people on EMIs are actually welcoming this decision.
Of course, the market situation quite volatile right now. Shama, thank you so much for all those updates.